Good morning, everyone. This is Ida of Created to Create. Welcome back to my channel. If you are not 18 years or older, this video content is not intended for you. I have a project share. I was invited by uh, one of our crafty ladies here on YouTube. You probably already know. Some of you already know who she is. Her name is Anna Rodriguez, and her channel name is My Crafting World Anna Rodriguez on YouTube. And she has started her own small business, and she invited me to design for her, guest design for her for this month. And it was prior to me knowing that I had some stuff going on. Well, I knew I had stuff going on. I just didn't know what it was medically. But now I know what it was, and I had already contacted Anna and told her that I couldn't do it. She had already sent me the die that she wanted me to create with, and I'm one of those people that I like to keep my word. Sometimes I forget things, but for the most part, I try to keep my word. So anyway, I was very happy for Anna that she is starting her own small company in the crafty community, and that she invited me to guest design for her. So I'm going to share with you. All you see here is some of the little scatter that we would normally throw away when we cut out a die. But the beauty of this particular die is that you can actually use this, especially if you're using double-sided metallic paper, to add to a sequin mix. So that's why I have this little pile scattered out, because I wanted you to see that. So I'm going to move it aside, and I'm going to share the die with you that she sent me. And it is this one right here, and the name of her company is My Crafting World Designs. So the website is down here. It's www.mycraftingworlddesigns.com, and I will link it in the description box. Anna, congratulations, and thank you so much for thinking of me. I hope that I can do your die justice. Guys, I encourage you to support small businesses, especially one of the ladies from our own crafted community. I know a lot of us have embraced the new small companies that have started in the crafting community, and I hope that that extends to Anna's small company as well. Um, so the die that she sent me is a banner or a pennant die, and it comes with the actual scalloped edge pennant, which is the base, and then it comes with the layering one that has the stitching all the way around, and then it comes with an inset that does not cut the edge out. If you wanted to cut the edge out, you pair it with the stitch one, so you can get the design cut in and it for it to cut around. And then it comes with this heart. Now, I wanted to do something different with this. I wasn't sure what I wanted to do. I wanted to do something other than a pennant. So I'm going to share with you what I created. And here is her information again. Her email is down here on the bottom. I will hold still so you guys can see it. And without further ado, let me share with you what I created. I used her banner die to create a Valentine treat box. Because the inlay are X's and O's. So it's right in time before Valentine's Day. And so I wanted to create, like I said, other than a pennant. And I'm going to measure this so you know how wide it is across. The outer layer measures about 4 7/8 across wide. And then the height is a little over 5 inches, maybe 5 1/16. It's not quite 5 1/8. And let me take this stuff out. I had stuff I had already created, and I just wanted to put some things in there. And I can't have candy anymore, so I try not to buy it. So this is what I created with it. The only other dies that I used to create this project were, of course, this bow die. And as far as the handle goes, I used the heart die that came with it. And then I used a bigger heart die that I had in my stash. But you could go either way. You could go with the heart die that she sent, that is included with the die, and get a smaller heart if you don't have a bigger one. It will still work. You will still have basically the same look. Everything else, the bottom and the sides, were just a scoreboard and a paper trimmer, you guys. I will link my video on how I did my backpack, because this is very similar to that, how I did the sides and the bottom. That way you guys will get the gist of it and you can create your own. The beauty of this X&O inlay piece is that no matter in what direction you use them, they're not upside down. So I love that. When I saw this, I thought, okay, what can I create other than a pennant or a banner? And then I looked at it some more and I thought, I'm going to create a treat bag, because the X's and O's, there's no wrong way to do it. No matter how I turn it, it's still an X and O. So in this case, it worked. And here is, you can hold it from the heart. But I love, love, love the way this die, you can do different things with it. Not only create a banner, but you can also create a treat bag. You can also create a shaker because of the layering pieces that it has. This is the only project I created, guys, because like I said, I do have some things that I'm dealing with, but I didn't want to let Anna down. And I hope that you guys don't let Anna down, that you go and you support her in this new adventure that she's on for the year 2023. And by the way, I want to wish everybody a happy new year. I hope everyone had a great beginning or first fruit of the new year. Mine was very peaceful, and I hope that yours was too. So I'm going to explain to you, I'm not going to do a tutorial, but I will explain to you how I created this. So I created this by cutting out 2 of the outer dies that have the scalloped edge. I cut 2 of those. And then I use the inlay with the stitching, and I cut that out in red, and I cut out 2 because I needed one for the front and one for the back. And then I cut it out a second time, and I used a metallic foil paper, and I inserted the inlay because I wanted the X's and O's, and I wanted you to be able to see the red through it. So I created 2 of those because I needed a set for the back and a set for the front. I'm sorry if you hear noises. My hubby's birthday, and they're singing happy birthday to him. And anyway, guys, and after I had all that cut out, what I did was I cut out a piece for the bottom. I measured the bottom right here. And I didn't want it to stick out further than the little indentation that's in the scallops. So that's how I measured it. And it measured about, I'm going to say 3 3/4. So I cut out a piece of scrap paper. This is a great way to use your scrap. And instead of 3 3/4, I cut it 4 3/4 because I needed the flaps on the sides so I could attach my sides to it. It's very, very similar to the backpack. I hope that I'm being clear in how I'm telling you that I created this. So it was 4 3/4 wide, and then the width was 3 inches, because I like having a 1/2 inch tabs all the way around. I don't like doing a 1/4 inch. I like a 1/2 inch. So after I cut that piece of paper out, I scored it all the way around at a 1/2 inch and folded that, and I cut the tabs so I could fold them individually for the front and back, and then for the sides. Now I'm going to explain to you how I did the side panel. Because the bottom piece already had the little flap or tab at the bottom, I didn't need one at the bottom. I only needed one on either side. So the length on this, I believe it's 5 inches. Yep. So I cut this 5 inches tall, by 3 inches wide. And I scored at a 1/2 inch on either side. And then in the center, I scored all the way down to 4 inches. And I stopped there, like in the backpack. And then I put in these angled score marks as well. So this is actually can be closed a little bit. I didn't create it so you could fold it completely, because then I wouldn't be able to use the solid panel. There would be a crease here and it would buckle, so I didn't do that. But that is pretty much what I did, guys. What I do recommend and wish that I had done it, if you notice I have the red on the inside as well, but I used the layering piece to do that. I wish that I had used the scalloped edge and maybe trimmed off just a tad on the sides and on the bottom. That way it would be more, would extend it further out. I like it to look really clean and finished, so I wish that I had done that, and I didn't do that. So I recommend that you use the outer piece to create the insert for that, so your project can look nice and finished. But this is what I created with Anna's die, and I hope that you like what I created and that it inspires you. And I hope that you visit Anna and support her channel, because Anna is one of those people that joins all the swaps, you know, a bunch of swaps. And, you know, if somebody's doing some type of challenge, she participates. So I hope that you guys would support her in this. Again, I will link her website in the description box. And all I want to say is thank you, Anna, and congratulations. May the Lord prosper the work of your hands, my friend, this year in 2023. May your business be what you desire it to be. May the Lord bless you abundantly, my friend. God bless everyone. Bye.